Yo guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are going through an entire fucking leg day. I'm gonna get the best glute pump ever in my entire life. Hopefully, that's my plan. So I'm gonna take you guys through everything that I'm doing. I'm gonna tell you reps, sets, how to get the best glute pump, just everything that I've done to grow my glutes, I guess, and just take you through the workout. But first I'm gonna garden. You guys know the deal, but I like to avoid putting it on YouTube just for, I don't know, YouTube reasons, whatever. I think they just don't like it that much, so I'm not gonna put it on. But yeah, let's fucking do it. I'm going to dry scoop some pre before, not yet. I'm gonna do it after. Wait, should I do it right now? Let's do it now. Oh, also, you're not supposed to dry scoop it. Just so you guys know, I think I should like make that a disclaimer. Don't dry scoop it. It's not, you're not supposed to. I just won't drink it if I don't dry scoop. You guys know that. So anyway, I'm so excited because I'm going to my gym in my apartment building and there's a Smith machine, and I kid you guys not, Smith machine hip thrusts. I've talked about them since like the fucking beginning. If you've been here for a while, you know. And they're so good. They are so good. If I go to another gym and they don't have a Smith machine, or like the Smith machine isn't open, I'm like, I'm not gonna get as good of a glute pump. Anyways, cheers, you guys. Okay, let's go. Yo, besties, welcome back. I love doing voiceovers, and the only reason why is because I feel like I garden so much before my workouts, and trying to get me to talk between my sets. If you saw my older YouTube videos, you'd be like, this girl does not know what the fuck she's talking about. Not that I don't, but I like to focus during my workout. So this is just such a vibe. So I started with hip thrusts. Smith machine hip thrusts are my be all end all. I will praise these until I die, okay? If you guys are trying to grow your glutes, you better perfect your hip thrust form. I just filmed a TikTok about this. If you want to go check out my TikTok, I have an entire form video on it. And if you guys need more form, let me know. But this is like my biggest secret, okay? It's like do hip thrust 2 to 3 times a week, load up the fucking weight. And and that's our barbell pad too from Lifted. How fucking cute. By the way, I'm wearing my hair the same as what I was doing that day. And I just look like a bald man. It's just, what a vibe. Anyways, I did about 8 to 10 reps of everything. I'm trying to really push my weight right now. So I'm doing about 8 reps. If I can get to 10 reps, I'm increasing the weight. And I'm trying to really stick to that. I feel like lately I haven't really been following my plan. I'm actually the worst. Only because work has been so busy, you guys. I can't even tell you how fucking busy. Like, I've been busy with shoots. I've been busy with just organizing girls to test our products. It has been so fucking crazy. And also with the events, you guys were trying to bring back Lifted trips and the events. So planning all of that has just been fucking insane. But anywho, we still stick to our programs. I've still been going to the gym. I just haven't been pushing myself. I feel like my mind has been so elsewhere and so on everything else that I haven't been. And you guys, well, I wasn't for a while. You guys know that. But for the past couple weeks, I've been sticking to my programming, and it feels so fucking good. Like, I remember why I fell in love with the gym. You guys, you go through these phases when you go to the gym. So the first phase is you fucking hate it. And I get it. You don't want to work out. You don't want to do it. It's not your thing. You're like so anti-training, which is fine. You can do whatever you want. But okay, deficit lunges were, oh my God, they're so good. And I know that I kind of fucked around. I remember this because I remember training this. I kind of fucked around with like, am I leaving my foot on the ground? Am I not? Guys, I do this every time. Every single time, half the time, I like change between even mid rep. It depends on what the fuck you want, okay? Like, if you feel your glutes more when you bring your foot up, do that. If you don't do that. It's totally dependent on the person. Anyways, what was I getting at? So, okay, when you start going to the gym, you hate it. I remember hating it. I was like, why the fuck am I even working out? But then you reach this point, okay? Sorry, I just drank like a bunch of water. You reach this point where you're like, I'm seeing progress and now I'm absolutely fucking obsessed. Like, I will not go a day without the gym. And so I reached that point. Then I started making it my career. Now, because I have to film it all the time, I like to separate the filming and my actual sessions. And so, filming a workout like this with me actually just working out and James filming it makes my life, you guys, it's so much easier because I can just train, do my thing, and whatever, and then voice it over and say, what I'm doing. So I did about 8 to 10 on each side. I think I was at 8 because I haven't really done lunges much lately. And I was like, I feel like I was already like fried. Leg days are just becoming so much for me. Like, I feel like I have to take extra rest days in between. So I'm, I don't know, you guys. I think all my energy is going into work. All my energy is going into planning stuff. And all my energy is kind of just going into the girls and the LL girls and whatever, that my leg day energy just wasn't there for a bit. So I'm trying to get that back, but not that I'm trying to get it back. I'm just trying to like rest a little bit more, like, and just give myself a little bit of grace. I haven't trained my chest in like forever because I just skip those days. So I do shoulders and back, but chest, not really. Oh my God, you guys, I smacked my head. That's what's happening right here. So if you have me on Snapchat, you saw this. I literally smacked my head. You see that? The corner of, I'm literally pointing to it as I fucking watch the video, but you guys can't see where I'm pointing. You see this bar that's sticking out on the side where you put the weights on the Smith machine? I was going to take the weight off of the Smith machine after these lunges. And of course, I go to put the weight down and then I go to get up and I like savagely got up and like thought everything was fine. And I smacked my head so hard, it literally pushed me backwards. And I was like, oh my God, I kind of just laughed it off. But guys, I had a bruise. It hurt. It was like almost turned into like a little egg on my head. You can kind of see it in the video. That's hilarious. Awful, you guys. It fucking hurt. Anyone that has smacked their head at the gym or tripped over anything, you fucking get it. It's the worst. It's literally, and you're like trying to laugh it off. You're like, oh no, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's not fine. You're not okay. So I did RDLs next, about 8 to 10. All my form is always on my TikTok, you guys. If you need anything, it will always be there. Also, if you're an app girly, it is linked in the app. So if you go to the resources thing and then you click on any of the form videos, they will be there. And if you guys want more form, feel free to send me a message because I will always give you guys form tips. Form tips they just make your training sessions so much better because then you know what the fuck you're doing. Whereas if you don't know what you're doing, you're like, what am I doing? And then it's just like embarrassing almost because you just don't know. So I also did B stance RDLs. I've been vibing with B stance RDLs lately after my RDLs. So doing like either a superset. I don't really like supersets though, or just doing, right after. What can I tell you about B stance RDLs? Literally nothing. Why do I always just make this about my life? I'm just like, B stance RDLs, whatever. As always, form tips are on my TikTok. But doing them after, I feel like, first of all, you can go a little bit lighter with the weight. And it honestly just kind of kills your glutes. Like, it just kills them. Also, I didn't want to do kickbacks because there was people at the cables. And I was like, well, I will just do these then because I've been vibing with them. And to be honest, my glutes have been vibing. Obviously, they look great in this video. Actually, I feel like I never really get to see them aside from like when I'm filming. And then when I watch the videos over, I'm like, whoa, dude, your glutes aren't that small actually. But I always have this like, body dysmorphia. I'm sure you guys fucking understand. Body dysmorphia just messes you up. You like get into the gym. If you guys are new, let me explain it. Body dysmorphia is basically when you just like rip apart your body and like it's just genuinely not even true. Like you could be like, oh my God, I look like my glutes are so small today. But then like realistically, they're fucking huge. And you're like, why did I even think that? And yeah, body dysmorphia just like destroys me most days, aside from like days when I do stuff like this, when I'm like, oh my God, look it, like you have glutes, it's fine, everything's fine. So anyways, this is how I ended. And honestly, after this, I think I just did some stretching. I love the stretching, that it is helping my back and helping me not have so much like sciatica and nerve pain and just like pain in general. Definitely don't miss your stretching, you guys. I'm also doing a couple videos on warm-ups. But yeah, that is my day at the gym. Bye guys. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank you for supporting my channel. Bye.